Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Lex, the spiritual badass, and welcome back to my channel. So we all know why we're here, but before I get started, I've officially chosen a name for you guys. I know I did a poll and I know I asked y'all opinion. Majority of you guys chose Soul Family, but that just sounds so boring. I want to be a badass. I like being bad. It's fun. And as a Scorpio, this is what I'm here to do, right? Okay, so today you are officially a badass. Whether you are a woman or a man, you are a badass. So welcome to the badass family. You hear it? Can you hear it? It sounds nice. Yes, it does. All right, enough all that. Let's get into this video. So, you're alone. Sucks, doesn't it? Or does it really? Does it only suck because you suck? Come on. Let's be honest with ourselves. Why don't you want to be alone? This is the only way you're going to find out why. Why are you afraid to be alone? Why do you keep trying to force people that's well past their expiration date in your life? Why? And when you answer that question, come back to this video. It is okay to be alone. It is okay to be alone. Say it with me. It is okay to be alone. Oh my God, what am I gonna do? I'm alone. I have no one to call, no one to text, no one to feed me, no one to cry to, no one to help me, no one to keep me from hearing my thoughts. It's quiet. Too quiet. Or is it? Welcome to your isolation period. When I am alone, I am not lonely. Say that. During this time, it's best to buckle up and get ready. Because when you're alone, you have no choice but to face yourself, which is why you are by yourself. Because for too long, you have ignored yourself through the people you hang around. Let me say it again. For too long, you have ignored yourself from the people you hang around. Sometimes things gotta fall. You gotta see some things. You gotta step into reality, or reality has to hit you across the head so we can come back to you. Okay? So we can come back to ourselves. Right? So, what can you benefit from your isolation period? What do I get out of this? What happens? Being alone sucks. I am unhappy. You said this was going to be a good thing. I'm not feeling anything good yet. Well, my friend, you just had the wrong mindset. Let me help you see a different perspective. When you are alone, the benefits or the blessings, it may not look like blessings until you realize what's happening right in front of you. Example! Let's use myself. In my relationship, I attracted the man in the mirror. Myself. I saw myself in him. A broken spirit, a broken person that needed to be loved. And as a woman, I felt it was my job to step in and remind him of the man he is, the man I see, the man I recognize in him. But because he refused to see the man in him, he broke the woman in me. And he continued to break me until I faced reality. Kept hitting me. And I faced my fears. Every fear. And walked away and tried to start over. Not even knowing that I was just beginning. I never knew who I was. And I was trying to find myself in everyone around me. So much that I was breaking myself in the process. All because I didn't know how to be alone. All because I was afraid. And so I became a narcissist. Because these people that I tried to help broke me, disappointed me. And so now Since you can't take my help, I expect your help. Instead of just walking away and healing. Nope. I had to be hard-headed. How much longer do you plan to be hard-headed? How much longer? Because ladies, I'm talking to you right now. We are powerful. Our wombs create everything you see around us. They court us. They come for us. The world is against us. Granted, the world is against more than just women, obviously. But Malcolm X said it himself. The most disrespected person is the black woman. And I've come to understand just how disrespected we are by me taking my power back and giving everything that I tried to build him up with to myself. Now I'm learning who I am, and every day that I get to know myself more, I love myself more, I accept myself more. I'm cool as fuck. I am so cool. I can't even believe that sounds right coming from my mouth. Understand, you are only alone because for far too long, goddess, you've been giving to the wrong person. And it's time for you to give to yourself. And just because you don't know how to doesn't mean you can't learn how to. It's time to learn. Take your power back. It's yours. And they didn't take it. You gave it away. Okay. They took it away at first. But then we kept giving. See what I'm saying? Before we can take our power back, we have to face our demons. And this is all I want to help you do. Okay? It's not that hard. It's not that scary. Who gives a fuck what people think? You're alone. No one can judge you. No one can manipulate you. No one can cheat on you. No one can hurt you. No one can make you cry. No one but you. So what do you plan to do now? Because the choice is yours. And it always was. Now that we've got that out the way, what should you do when you're alone? Do you have any tips and tricks for us, Lex? I mean, come on. You're just trying to just tell us what to do with no answers? What are you, a narcissist? Not anymore. Let's observe and critique and help. Because before, I was critiquing without offering a lending hand. Here you go. If you're on social media, well, if you're watching this video, duh. But if you're on social media, you need to detox your social media, okay? Unfollow all negative accounts. This means people too, okay? Even though you're alone, their energy comes with you. This is why sometimes when you're alone, you still feel obsessed. You still feel trapped. Yes, a lot of it is the fact that you don't know how to let go yet, which is a whole nother video. But a part of it, on the spiritual end of it, is because their energy has attached themselves to you. So we gotta do some detoxing, okay? And let me say this. Just because you can't see the spiritual world or spirits, it doesn't take away how real it is, and it doesn't take away how it affects us. All you're doing when you refuse to face a fact is lying to yourself. And what happens when you lie to yourself? You're manipulating yourself. And when you manipulate yourself, you're keeping yourself vulnerable to what you know is right there. So face reality in all areas of your life. Not just with yourself and the people around you, but the world around you. Tip number 2, get you a trusted life coach or a therapist. Now, there are people who have decided to help others on their journey. But what I will say, real recognize real, and manipulator recognize manipulator. So, when you are finding someone to help you along this journey, be sure it's someone who has your best interest at heart and not theirs. Because no matter what business you're in, there's an energy exchange, and what they can be feeding from is your pureness. I said this in my last video. Everything is connected. What type of energy are you allowing into your vessel, into your aura? We've got to start taking our space a little bit more seriously. So, listen to that intuition. It can tell you exactly what you need to know. Next tip, meditate. Please meditate. Please, 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 please. Now, I could bring you the cheat codes, but that don't mean you're gonna play the game. Shoot, to be honest, when I first heard of it, I was a Christian and I thought it was evil. I thought closing your eyes and being quiet and still was evil. Oh my God, y'all. I laugh at myself all the time, okay? Because it's like, bro, I really was in this shit. But when I was spiritual, even still to this day, I'm still trying to find a meditation schedule. I want to meditate more than once a day, and for now, I only meditate for 30 minutes at 4 a.m. That's the first thing I do early in the morning. Why? Because your mind is clear. There's not too much going on. Everyone is still sleeping. So everything is more calm, right? Nothing hasn't penetrated you yet. Yeah. There's nothing coming in to really get your mind going yet. So since it's not as active, it's easier to receive downloads or messages. But back to meditation. Meditate. Meditate, meditate, meditate. This will help open your awareness. This will help unlock some trauma, and it'll raise your vibration. Honestly, meditation does a lot more than those things, but I think I'm going to make a dedicated video to meditation. That way this video isn't too long. Another tip is to listen to your thoughts. Now, I know a lot of us have thoughts that are pretty scary and dark, and we really don't want to believe that we have these thoughts, but we do. And the only way to get to the light is through the darkness, through your dark thoughts. I didn't just start saying, hey, I hate being a mom yesterday and felt comfortable with it. No, it was a process. I had to first say it. Then I had to accept it. Once I said it and I accepted it, I don't give a fuck what you say about me and my kids, because I know deep down it really had nothing to do with them, and it was more of everything that had to do with me. And it was because I didn't know how to be a mom to kids that I loved is what made me feel some type of way, and I projected that energy onto them. Of course, there was other things around it that stressed me out while being a mom, but ultimately that's how I was able to get closer with them and actually be humble enough to learn how to. Because as long as I keep telling myself that, yeah, I know what the fuck I'm doing, yeah, I'm a mama of the year, yeah, I know what I'm doing, yeah, all that's doing is keeping me further from the truth and prolonging my growth process, which is what? Learning how to take care of kids that are here now. It's not going to change, Alexis. I had to say that. It's not going to change. So the only thing that can change is you. Another tip, fast. Fasting is an art. Fasting is a practice that, wow, so many good things come from fasting. And I honestly think I'm gonna make that a dedicated video because, again, I really don't want this video to be too long. Another tip is to get you a journal. These thoughts and these emotions that you're feeling throughout this time, you need to be writing them down, processing them, releasing them. When you write it down, you're releasing it from your thoughts. When you speak it, you're releasing it from your soul. Journaling not only reminds you of where you come from and encourages you from when you're trying to do something new, but it's an actual way to heal yourself. It's the way to find peace again. Another tip, of course, which is the whole purpose of you being alone, do not be afraid to self-evaluate. Do not be afraid to challenge yourself. Do not be afraid to ask yourself questions. Do not be afraid to get on your own ass. Do not be afraid to cuss yourself out. Be your own best friend. However you expect everybody on the outside to be towards you, be that to yourself. And my last and final sign, depending on where you are in your journey, and if you're comfortable and open to it, building a relationship with your spiritual team is very important. Very, very important. They will be able to help you feel a little less lonely, remind you how beautiful and strong you are, how important you are, because your spiritual team, they aren't trapped by narcissism. They're not trapped by their egos. They are living in their true essence. They are living on a love vibration, on a love frequency. So all they know how to do is exist in that. They are going to be honest. They're going to tell you everything. They're going to listen. They'll be your family. The family you never had. The family you never got to experience. They'll show you how to level up. All on your own. Because you really don't need me or anybody else. We're just here to help. Alright, you guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope it helped ease a lot of the lonely anxiety, right? Because wasn't nobody there to hold my hand. I'm telling you, wasn't nobody. Well, I take that back. I take that back. There was no one that I could see with my eyes, but I could feel with my soul. And I am grateful for them. I'm grateful for myself. And I am happy. I finally made it to my abundance. And I want to help you get to your abundance. To your heaven on earth. Alright, y'all. I'll see you live on Friday at 8 p.m. Peace.